Hello, myself, I am Ajay Joshi from Pune, and I am a software professional. Uh, I came to know of this program from Facebook, uh, m- m- uh, some promotional ad from Facebook, and the word that caught my attention was Prajñā, because that word has always been a fascinating word for me from childhood because it relates something to a finer intellect, which so I just tried to browse through the program and found it interesting and joined it, like. And whatever I found, whatever I had expectations, like there were two main of my expectations. While, like, firstly, I certainly want to improve upon myself, and that was as related to, I was getting some feedback from my family members that I don't give them enough space, like I intrude their decision making, intrude their particularly it was coming from my wife and also from my kid, that I probably, so that was one of my motive to join this program, because I wanted to be quite more patient with them, quite more in the listening mode rather than judging mode, and giving only my opinions or my views only when I think they want it, and not uh, imposing any of my views on them. So because one of the reasons was that I was slightly getting some feedback from my near ones that I need to really work upon those points. So that was one point. And second important of my goal was a professional thing. Like I am a I do I am in service. I do my job, but apart from that, I also do some personal assignments, and I am in the process of building my own product, kind of a software project management and analytics kind of a product, and I am halfway through it, but I was not able to focus on it more, and like take it to a finishing level. So I just had a goal that I want to dedicate some more time to it and do it more vigorously, kind of a thing. So these two were my prime motives, we can say, to join this program. And how it helped me, like I found from the day one that it had quite a lot of content, much more than what I had, because it was lot of questions and lot of self inquiry and lot of trying to understand my own personality type. It helped me a lot because I had never really tried to question myself on that. So, and also I found most the thing I liked most was letters which we wrote, which were first like which are just meant to be for ourselves, where we went out our whatever discomfort I had, I could vent it out to somebody who might have. There is a person in my life, not my wife or my kid, but say somebody close to me who had hurt me to certain extent, and I was carrying that grudge with me. And that session particularly helped me to, because as it the session was that I can just write down whatever. I feel that person has done wrong to me. So I just wrote it down there, and it helped me out to clear some of my, or I can say most of the emotional baggage I had. Uh, and as in the program, they tried to explain that we should have a personal. Everybody has a personal goal of his life, or so I could refine the two of these goals for myself. One, the personal one, which is related to my behavior or my communication with my wife and kid, to improve it to a lot more level. So I have tried to put it as a goal for, say, next 21 days at least to begin with, then continuing with a year. And on my professional goal also, I have tried to jot down few points which I want to really work on the product which I said I'm working on. So these two aspects, I have uh, tried to put myself some milestones, we can say, like whether and I will be checking myself for these 7 days, or say 14 days, 21 days, then how I am really pursuing them, and I'm bettering on them or not. So that's what. And this whatever the session of the some astral kind of a thing was introduced, which is very new for me. and even the past life regression, what is totally new thing for me. So I'm a bit excited about that, but I have never ever tried to read on those subjects or try to understand them, and this will be the first time I'm having any such kind of experience. So I'm looking forward to it. So that's my whole in short, my feedback, or what we can say, my path for on this journey. Uh, so I definitely think this program would help. It will be more helpful to adults, I can say, those who are in some responsible position, like who like who are responsible for their family, and whose behavior affects everybody around them. So people in all leadership kind of positions, or some family heads, or uh, uh, a- any head of family, or we can say husband and wife. It will be very, very helpful, because the kids depend a whole lot on them. Also the elders after age are depending on the say, for my age group, even my parents depend a lot on me, and my kid also depends a lot on me. So somebody of my age, it would be most helpful, I would say, who is in a middle life kind of a thing. But definitely I would say the earlier the better. Anybody say after 12th also, or say after graduation, maybe till I don't think till graduation people are how they, what is their understanding about life. Maybe some might be very good at it, but I mostly I find at that age everybody is just into his career, and not very much worried about, and most of the parents provide for his comfort. And till I think a person doesn't start earning on his own, he is mostly provided by parents. So anybody when he starts on his own, say earning or providing for others, that would be a most appropriate age for this program, so that he can improve on himself, and his improvement will positively affect all around him. So that's my thing. And about Leena, what I can say, I found her very profound in her knowledge and in her delivery also. Like the way the program has been designed, you can certainly make it out that it comes from a person who is a, you can say, a lot of psychological theoretical background, and also who has a lot of experience dealing with variety of people of all age groups, and maybe all parts of society, and all social statuses as well. So, and more than that, the more thing which appealed me was her sincerity. Like I always try to find in anybody I associate in my life, the sincerity attracts me the most to that person. If I find that the person has more of content than style, because these days we find that most of them have style. They are very good, very stylish, very eloquent, very good communicators, but somewhere you don't find them sincere. You find them good marketeers, but you, at the end of the day, and at what age I am, because day in and day out we hear to marketing people. So we know that somehow they are selling their products, and you should be able to hold your own when they are very good at selling their products. But if the person is sincere, like and this program particularly, because we are not buying any goods, or we are not buying anything to sell. There is no business, like there is no business transaction here, but this thing is for personal improvement. So the coach has to be a person who talks what he walks, like what he you should feel that the person itself is sincere, and he might have definitely followed the path which he is trying to uh, ask us to follow. If you find that the person, so that immediately on the day one itself I found, and I could immediately have a relate to her, because the very first thing I can say, the tone which she speaks, yeah, I have to learn a lot from her, because the tone itself is so easygoing, so so opening, like other person, to make it very comfortable. It right begins from the tone of the person, more than what the sentence is, or the tone itself makes and I found it very comfortable from the day one to communicate, because it's very difficult to communicate our feelings, and in such a small period, in 5 days or 10 days, I never found in my life any friend I made and I opened up to him within few months also. Only after knowing a person of for say 6 months or so, I would speak anything personal with him. because that is the time I would definitely go party with him, go for movies, have any kind of worldly talks, but anything personal which I would definitely not share. And if that person also shares with me, I would feel it a bit awkward because maybe he doesn't know me well also. But with here in this program, in short time, you are able to pin, because I think that the better you can define your own problem, because in my life till now I have found that uh, you don't find solutions because you are not able to define the problem itself. Like if I'm ill and the doctor is not able to diagnose me well, he is not able to find the root cause of my illness, he will never be able to treat it. So that's on the self improvement also. If you are really not able to find what's the root cause of some of your problems, and if you so I have defined myself, I have defined some areas where I need improvement, and I'm trying to seek help. And I think I could speak out my what I want to improve my areas on life. The more clarity you have it, then only you can get the answer to that, if you are able to define. And I have defined it also, and I'm finding the guidance also in accordance with my requirements. So that's all. But I would say that I'm much more than happy to be associated with Leena ma'am, because I found her very, very good all through the 5 days. Very well designed program, and very the all the wordings and the way she puts it over, it makes the other person very comfortable, and you don't feel like um, uh, you will be harmed in any way, because when somebody is personal, he can feel whether his emotions will be taken otherwise, or it takes time to open up, at least to me. But I could more than expected. I opened up myself, and I have written it down in wherever sessions we were asked to write it down. And I found a lot of my mental baggage was reduced due to that. I was carrying a bit of stuff in my mind, which got reduced to lot of percentage. Like, I can't say it's totally gone, but I feel quite lighter due to this interactions with her. That's from my side. I have attended some. If the other person has asked me, I would just for the sake of it, I would answer something, but not be very true to myself. But this was the first program where I found that I can be true to myself, and even be very open about my shortcomings. Otherwise, it's very difficult to acknowledge shortcomings. I don't think, but with myself, I am very. It might be easy for some people, might be difficult for some, but for me to acknowledge that I have some shortcoming is not so easy. But this program made me introspect, and I definitely found out a lot of areas where I need to improve. So that's again, I think. Otherwise, I could not have found it.
If you are new to my channel, please subscribe and press the bell icon to get instant updates on my latest videos.